Hey, this is Ian, and in this video I'm going to focus on the benefits of teaching in a Hagwon in Korea. Now, Hagwon is a private language institute. They have them all around the world. And I've taught in both Hagwons and public schools in Korea, as well as in China and Taiwan. And benefit number one would be that you're likely to receive a higher pay teaching in a Hagwon. So in a Hagwon, you tend to have it's easier to negotiate a higher pay, and just generally the pay is higher compared to in a public school, where in a public school there's a set pay rate. Sometimes shorter work hours. For me, it was always like that. I always worked less teaching in a Hagwon than I did in a public school. In a public school, I taught like 40 hours a week. In a Hagwon, I never taught more than 30 hours a week. And actually, I should say I never worked more than 30 hours a week. Sometimes my teaching hours were like 26 or something like that. So it's going to depend on the Hagwon, but there's definitely Hagwons out there where you can work no more than 7 hours a day, 6-7 hours a day. They're out there. Autonomy. I think this is the number one reason to work in a Hagwon. You have more autonomy. You have more autonomy when it comes to choosing the actual school that you work in. You go through recruiter, or you just try to get in a public school, chances are you're going through a program and they're going to place you what they want you to teach. You're never going to know where you're going to end up. But with a Hagwon, you can choose the actual school, so you've got autonomy there. And you also have autonomy in the classroom. In a public school, you teach with a co-teacher and usually have a role, but you're an assistant. So you have less autonomy in your teaching, and compared to where in a Hagwon, you have more independence. And sometimes those co-teachers are around, but they don't usually teach with you, and they teach separately. They may teach the same class as you at a different time. So basically in a Hagwon, you have more autonomy, more independence in your teaching, which is nice, I think. You tend to have better materials in a Hagwon, newer materials, and just better, like higher quality materials. Although it's going to depend on the Hagwon, which is kind of the case of all these benefits here. Like, it depends. There's more variance in Hagwons compared to public schools, where they're more the same, like the same sort of things in some sense. Different people, but similar, like work hours, and materials you're going to use, and stuff like pay. It's all similar. But in a Hagwon, you're gonna very likely that you're going to have better materials to work with, materials that are newer and whatnot. Though again, depends on the Hagwon. Fewer students in a Hagwon, you're probably going to teach anywhere from 1 to maybe 20 students at the max, where in a public school you're probably going to teach anywhere from 20 to 40 students in a class. So it makes teaching easier when the classes are smaller. There's more jobs. This is the other benefit. There's compared to public schools where they've cut back jobs and whatnot. There's more jobs out there. There's just more Hagwon positions out there, so it makes it easier. It's also faster to get a job. If you teach in a public school, there's only 2 times a year when they hire. In a Hagwon, they hire year-round, and you can just pretty much go whenever and find a job. It's definitely possible. Central location. If you really want to be in a certain location, then a Hagwon is usually a better bet. If you teach in a public school, you're more likely to be outside of a city center or in a rural location. But in Hagwon, you can be in the city center if you want. Again, like I said, you have more autonomy. You choose the school, you choose the location, and that's a really nice thing about teaching in a Hagwon. There you have it. Those are some benefits of teaching in a Hagwon. I wrote a guide called How to Kill It Teaching in a Hagwon that basically covers everything from, getting a job in a Hagwon to actually teaching in a Hagwon. And I've created some courses as well if you want to go further and go deeper and just learn more about the teaching and whatnot. I've created some courses that you can check out too. And thank you.